Hi there. So if you clicked on this video, I'm sure you saw the title. And right now, I'm going to give you a chance to pause this video and go back up your photos. Really do it. I'm going to count to 10 in my head and give you a few seconds to hit pause. Go pause the video. Go back up your photos. Do it now, please. Okay, so the reason I'm imploring you to do this is because mine and everyone else's worst nightmare came true. While actually attempting to back up and organize my photo library, deleted my entire Lightroom photo library. All 4,700 some odd photos, 376 gigabytes worth of files. Now, if you know anything about Windows, you know that files that big, they don't go to the recycle bin, they just get removed permanently. I did this completely by accident. It was just a stupid mistake. I had too many files named too similarly, and I just clicked the wrong one and wasn't paying enough attention. I had actually gotten a new NVMe storage drive to kind of move all of my photo and video editing work onto that one drive because my regular hard drive was getting a little slow. And in the process of this, in the process of making a backup, it happened. I don't know what else to say. This past week has been pretty rough. I felt like I lost a loved one. It hurt really bad. It hurts to admitting it and saying it to the camera, but I'm doing this because in some ways it's therapeutic too. Stupid mistakes like this happen, and it takes only a few minutes to just click copy and paste onto another drive. If you don't have a separate hard drive, if you don't have any other way of storing your photos, this insurance policy that of a separate, maybe external hard drive, even an internal hard drive, a cloud storage system, any of that stuff, it's worth every single penny. Trust me, I would know, because the things that I would do to go back in time and have those things ready and available so that I could just click a button and have my Lightroom library back, they're unspeakable. I tried some recovery software tools. I actually panicked and paid for pretty hefty software that wound up not working for my use case. And then I panicked and paid for another software to try and take the recovered files that weren't recovered properly and fix them somehow. So I'm in the hole, about $140 worth of software that I don't use or can't use and have no use case for. And I'm kind of at the point now where I think I might try and take my computer to a professional. There has to be some kind of data recovery specialist out there that might be able to, recover my files or work with the files that I recovered. But I think at this rate, my chances are pretty slim. And I'm trying to get to the point of acceptance. Not all is lost, thankfully. I was in a very good habit of taking photos off of my Lightroom library that I thought were really good and putting them on my phone so that I can share them. So I have a copy of probably 85 to 90% of the photos that I think were winners on my cell phone. And although they're not full quality raw files, it's better than not having the files at all. The other nice thing is I shot mostly film, 85% of my Lightroom library was film. I have all of my negatives. I don't throw out any of my negatives. In fact, film is absolutely the best thing for archiving because my backup for all of my film is just a binder on the shelf. And unless, God forbid, there's a catastrophic event like a house fire, those negatives aren't going anywhere and nothing is going to happen to them. And the other thing that has me feeling a little bit better, after a few days, I was dwelling on it and thinking about it, and I kind of had a literal shower thought that, this is an opportunity to rebuild my library. It's an excuse to go back to all of the places that I love to go, to take photos and, shoot more photos. I'm trying to see this as a motivator, something to kind of energize my photo taking, especially now with winter kind of being in full swing. Winter here is a little rough for photo taking. It's pretty brown and gray for a good long while, so you really do have to get kind of creative, and I have to really force myself to bundle up and get outside. But I think now I have an excuse, that thing kind of in the back of my mind that I'm not going to really forget, to motivate me to want to do that. So yeah, I cannot stress enough how important it is for you to go back up your photos right now. If this is the end of the video, you can hit pause and X out and go back up your photos now. That's really all I have to say. Don't do what I did. Don't be a fool like me. Please, 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 I implore you, back up your photos right now. If you're not home, set a reminder on your phone. You can use a voice command if you're driving. If you are in the middle of something, drop it, go back up your photos. I promise you, it'll be worth it. Yeah. That's kind of why I haven't put out a video in a little while too, just if anyone's wondering. I've been trying to get my head straight, trying to kind of organize myself and organize my computer and get everything together. I had planned to do a video on the trip to the Catskills that I went to, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that because I think most of the photos that I took, which were digital, are gone, and I have to rescan my film, so it's probably going to take a little while before I get to that. But I have another video coming out next Wednesday about something else, so stick around, get subscribed. But yeah, thanks. I will see you next time. Later.